Hey, what's up? It's the author investor. I'm here to talk to you about the top 5 reasons why I may not be able to get an NSX Type-S. First off, the first 2 reasons are on the dealers. The second reasons is on me. I got 2 reasons on me, and one is kind of the world. We just never know, man. You never know. So this morning I was on NSX Prime, kind of following the traffic on the NSX Type-S, and there seems to be a lot of anxiety about, the allocations. And, I also had those same anxieties. So I actually called the dealer, and I called the salesman who's handling my deal. And I asked him, hey man, is it certain that I'm going to get an allocation? And he reassured me that, Mike, hey, you're going to get it. You don't have anything to worry about. You've been working on it since the summer, which I was. I was talking about this car before anybody even knew it was going to be this car, because I wanted a new NSX, whether it was a Type S or not. I just wanted a brand new one. Anyways, so they're like allocation rules, obviously, that Acura has sent out. There's 11 of them. I'll do another video on them. But right now, I just want to talk about the top 5 reasons. But one of the things that Sean told me that I knew Monday before those rules came out was that, hey, the top 70 dealers are going to be allocated at least one. And then they start to delineate how they're going to give out the rest of the allocations later. And that, you have to pick out 2 colors, because it's only 70 matte gray, Gotham matte gray, that's going to be made. And so I had to end up picking up a second color. All right, so I'm hoping I get the matte gray. If not, I'm going to wrap it Gotham matte gray. Anyways, so it could be an allocation problem. All right, the other thing is with the dealers, I can get price out of this. The first one was bought at $1.1 million. Now, I love this car, but it's not $1.1 million worth of car for me. I can't afford that. I don't have that kind of money. Albeit that, a lot of that is charity, but still, I still don't make that kind of money at all. I barely make enough money to buy it as is. So they can mark this thing up to a point where I can't afford it. But I will say this, for the first time in a long time, I'm actually willing to pay a markup on a car, because I do feel like this car is going to at least double in value within the next 5 to 10 years. It's going to at least double in value. So I'm really excited about getting it. And my number right now is about $25,000. I think I can find $25,000 through some horrible loan that I can add to this to make it happen. It won't be pretty, but having a car on my driveway would be so worth it, even if I have to continue to stay in this apartment. Anyways, so the dealers can mark it up out of my reach. The third thing, it's kind of on me. So right now, like I said, I am the author investor. What I invest in is in real estate. And right now I'm in between 2 flips, and I have 23 properties. All right, so that kind of exposed me financially to a lot of different issues. First off, these flips can go bad. Anything can happen in the flip, man. I've seen it all. Contractors do crazy stuff. Permits, inspectors cost you a lot of money, timelines, so on and so forth. It could just cost me a lot of money. So, and I have to get them done in time to turn them around financially, either to sell them, liquidate them, or actually get them refinanced. I'm trying to hold them, but if I have to sell them for this car, I will. This is the first time I'm actually looking to get rid of asset to get a liability. Tells you how much I feel about this liability. So I also have another car, an $87,000 car, the AMGT. If I don't get off of that, that can hinder me for qualifying for the loan to get the Acura NSX Type-S. I've already taken out a lot of personal loans to finish off these flips and kind of get my real estate under control. So I have to go back and get that all taken care of. Now, with me, when it comes down to investing in real estate, and I'm gonna just segue into that for a moment, every year as an investor, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, I have feast and famines. So generally what happens, I go into a nosedive by buying a lot of properties, a lot of time using a lot of down payment on my end, credit cards and other people's money. Then I have to go through the whole year by saving my money on the residual income that I'm making on these properties, bank financing, and my day job and bonuses to actually pay them off to make myself whole. I'll give you more details on my investing strategy later. But what happens is, if it's a cycle, so it has to be timed correctly. If they wanted me to pay for the car now, I couldn't get it, right? Just because my money's tied up. Now I have a lot of wealth, but I don't have any money right now, okay? With the exception of putting a down payment, and my credit score just took a hit because of all these personal loans. So that is on me. That has nothing to do with the dealer. Timing is everything for me. And if I had known what I know now, I would have timed things a lot differently. All right, so with that being said, I told you about the bank financing, and that's another thing that can hurt me, right? The banks, even if I get all that correct, if I got all the properties done, everything happened correctly, the banks can stop lending. This has happened one time before with the 2008 recession, and we're seeing a little piece of that with Wells Fargo closing down its lines of credit, which I as an investor use to like really save me throughout those famine moments. So the bank could say we're not going to lend money like they used to. And one of the reasons why cars are getting so expensive and houses are so expensive is because supply is limited due to the pandemic, and the money is cheap. It's easy to get money. Like I got $90,000 for my AMGT. It took me less than 5 minutes. I put that on everything. Last night, I put in a loan to help finish up my flips, $50,000. $50,000 in less than 3 minutes. I tell you no lie. I wish I would have recorded it for you. But anyways, back in 2008, that was unheard of. And if we go back to the 2008 times, based on what's going on now, because people are over leveraging, it can kick me out of there. All right. And let's just say I'm not even to get bank loans. Let's just say I'm unable to liquidate because people are unable to get bank loans, which also kind of scares me because that's what I seen in 2008, 2009 when I got into real estate. All right, so that's all on me. That's all on me managing my money. Number 4 is kind of the world can go to crap. It's kind of already falling apart now. Things that we just didn't see happen, right? So coronavirus happened last year, and I just did not see that happening. Thank God I handle business the way I do, so that I'm generally not exposed when the market's starting to tighten up a little bit. So as a major in the Army, an officer, a soldier, you know, I can be sitting in Afghanistan, right? No one seen that coming. You know, we see what's going on in Kabul. They can call me right now and I'll be like, hey, I gotta get off this video and go to Afghanistan. I don't have a choice in that, and I do it honorably. I love, you know, I do it. Without that, I won't be able to be talking about being in a conversation of saying I'm going to get an NSX Type-S. So that's something that could happen. The coronavirus. So we have the Delta variant that's on the rise. We thought we was halfway through this thing after we got all these vaccines, and now we're looking at, hey, we're possibly going to need a new booster to actually keep up with this thing, because there's a Delta variant that's can still shut the world down. There's a Lambda variant that we haven't even addressed yet. So the coronavirus can still shut the world down, and they actually shut the factory down that's making the NSX Type-S, meaning I won't get it in my hands, but hopefully it'll delay it, give me more time to put myself together, and hope the government continues to give it cheap money. You see how this all works out. Anyways, coronavirus can shut me down. All right, and then as a real estate investor, I'm exposed greatly. So last year when they shut the world down, all right, nobody was going to work, was working from home, so on and so forth. And the government said, you know what, we're going to do PPP loans, we're going to get people money, right? That was great. But what they told tenants was, you know what, you don't have to pay your rent, right? So I got 23 doors. If all my tenants took that as face value, that is a huge chunk of money that could destabilize the system, because I still have to take care of those properties, insurance, taxes, so on and so forth, right? Now, as a homeowner, I don't have to pay any mortgages, because that was part of the deal, but I don't have many mortgages. I own most of my properties outright. So I'm kind of still stuck. We can talk about that more also later. All right, and lastly, which is a Hail Mary, which I don't see happening, like I said, unless 10 years from now. Only way, if I actually got the car, all right? They just say September the 1st came and I was given my allocation, and December came and I was actually able to take possession of my Gotham gray matte Type-S with the red calipers and the red interior, brand new to me. Hopefully number like 200, right? That'd be my dream. If I was able to do that, the only way, right, I can lose that car if somebody offered me $1 million. All right, so I put a price out there. I put it out there because it's crazy, because nobody should be offering me $1 million. I don't care if 999, I'm not taking it. 850, no, it would have to be $1 million. But sir, you only paid $200,000 for it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm 40. All right. I want the car. Ain't anything like it for me. All right, those are the top 5 reasons why I might not be able to get an NSX Type-S. All right, like and subscribe. Let me know if you want me to go over this allocation rules. All right, take care.